Welcome back to another episode of Even If You Don't Understand, a Journey of Faith and Surrender. My name is Kath and I am your podcast host. When I landed in the UAE, I had no plan, but the very next day, I got a job. Everyone said it was a favor, but what happened when the same God who opened the doors tells you to walk away from it? Today episode, I'm gonna tell you about why I give up my job right away after getting it when God says let go. To those people who don't know me or haven't watched or hear my episode 1 and episode 2, you can just check it on my Spotify account. So my episode 1 is all about God's miracle on how I transitioned my life from partying last year into obeying Jesus here. And the second episode, when God tells me to leave everything behind in the Philippines and follow Him in the UAE. So if you haven't watched that, you have to check it so you will understand the whole sequence of my podcast. For my episode 3, this is all about the story of how I get the job and how I leave that job after a month. So, dumating ako dito, 'di ba? March 3, arrive here in UAE. March 4, there's an open door for me na nakakuha ako ng work agad. So, parang favor siya. I'm not sure kung 1 day lang ba yung interval from that or 2 days. But during that span ng 1 week na yon, na pagdating ko dito sa UAE, kinabukasan nun or the next day, may nakuha agad akong job opportunity. So this company is, I work for them as a marketing person. So ang nangyari is, meron akong ka-churchmate dito na nag-work sa company na yon, and sabi niya, let's try, baka magustuhan ka ng may-ari. You can just pitch, show your work sa kanya, and then let's see if that's for you. And during the day, nag-pray talaga ako kay Lord. Pero yung pangyayari kasi na yun, parang yung opportunity na yung nag-come, yung opportunity na yung nag-open sa akin, and then pinag-pray ko siya, sabi ko, Lord, kung this is for you, let it happen. But hindi ko na inas talaga si Lord kung ito talaga para sa kanya. Parang mag-no man o mag-yes si Lord, mag-go pa din ako kasi trabaho yun. So, I really gain favor from that company kasi yung may-ari nun Christian din. So, it's really a good thing na mag-work ako sa isang Christian company, and I work for them as their marketing. I help them with their contents, ano ba yung mga strategy na pwede namin gawin, even for the Facebook ads. So, yun yung naging setup ng magiging work ko. So, yung nangyari is, ang magiging pasok ko is 3 times per week yung pasok ko sa office. So, for the last 5 years, I'm used to working from home. Na hindi ako sanay na para nagko-commute kasi mas nagiging effective ako kapag nagwo-work from home ako kasi mas hawak ko yung oras ko, mas nagkakaroon ako ng idea kung anong gagawin sa marketing. But this job is by favor pa din sa akin because I will be working for them 3 to 4 times a week lang sa kanila. And during that same week, I also closed one client na work from home. So, in that span of 1 week ko na nasa Dubai na nag-arrive ako, naka-close agad ako ng 2 clients in a row. And yung 2 clients ko na yon, both of them are offering me for 2,500 dirhams. So, imaginein mo yung favor during that time na parang grabe yung favor sa akin ni Lord. Naka-close ako ng 5,000 dirhams kasi as a newbie here in Dubai, that kind of hard to get that favor. Na parang marami din tayo dito mga kabayan na ang hirap for them to get a job talaga. But for me, etong ng 1 week na to, nakakuha ako ng 2 clients in a row na yung favor, yung isa work from home talaga, yung isa naman is papasok ako ng 3 to 4 times a week. But the salary is 2,500, so that's 5K dirhams. I think that's around, let's see, I think 80,000 in Philippine peso kung 5,000 dirham siya. Wait, let's see. Equivalent to 78,000. So, during the time na naka-close ako ng ganong client, I was like, grabe yung favor ni Lord sa akin. And talagang, alam mo yun na sobrang ramdam ko talaga yung favor sa akin na nakapag-close ako ng 2 clients. But, the story is about to begin. Hindi dyan nag-uumpisa yung buong kwento. Para lang magka-idea kayo, nakatira ako sa Pujairah. So, Pujairah to Dubai, That's actually around max na nasabi natin 2 hours drive from Fujairah to Dubai. So kung papasok ako doon sa Dubai na office na yon, medyo nakakapagod talaga siya. Physically mo nakakapagod mag-travel, and financially medyo mahal yung pamasahe if magta-travel ako pabalik at papunta doon sa lugar sa Dubai. Kasi dito ako nakatira sa Fujairah. Yun yung magiging setup kung ganun. And during the time na nag-work ako for them, hindi ko maintindihan at hindi ko maipaliwanag na every time pumapasok ako sa office or every time na kikreate ako ng content for them, merong sense sa spirit ko na parang walang peace. Parang hindi ko alam kung anong nag-hold sa akin dun sa isang job ko na yun na nakuha na kailangan kong pumasok sa office. Wala akong peace. Wala talaga. Parang pagpapasok ako, parang yung heart ko parang bigat na parang kailan matatapos yung oras. Gusto ko na umuwi. Alam mo yung gano'n na parang hindi ko na-i-enjoy yung ginagawa ko. Kasi yun yung nararamdaman ko, parang walang peace every time na pumapasok ako. Start praying na sa Lord kung ano yun. So, I keep asking the Lord kung yung trabaho ba na yun ay para sa akin. And I felt in my heart. Alam ko kasi every time when God is speaking, alam ko kung para sa akin to or hindi. Kasi if that one job or one situation, meron akong peace, alam ko nang galing yun kay Lord. But if that job or that situation, wala akong peace doon, may sinasabi sa akin si Lord. Pero hindi ko, during the time na nag-work ako doon, medyo sineset aside ko yung feelings ko or yung nararamdaman ko, yung urge ko na parang sinasabi ni Lord na hindi itong trabaho na to, it's not for me yet during this season. Pero nagpatuloy pa din ako. Like, hindi ko, inaalis ko yung parang nudge sa akin ni Lord na umalis ka, ganyan, ganyan. Pinag-pray ko pa siya ng ilang days. Tapos pinagpatuloy ko pa din. Pero yun nga, walang peace sa heart ko. I started to write in my journal March 7. Nagsulat ako sa journal ko, I said something like, I feel the urge to quit the job. Lord, reveal to me what is your plan. And then March 12, I write it again in my journal. I keep praying na sabi ko, Lord, kung eto yun, allow me to speak to the owner ng merong peace in my heart. And alam mo yun talaga yung nagiging prayer ko. Kasi parang lagi akong alam ko kasi sa sarili ko that parang God is not allowing me to settle down with this one job na isa na to. Pero nagko-continue lang ako mag-work kasi nga mukha akong pera. Like, hindi ko siya agad ina-give up. Hindi ko agad pinakinggan yung leading sa akin ni Lord. Kasi, iniisip ko yung pera. Like, Lord, ang laki kasi, parang, hindi ko maintindihan nung mga panahon na yon. Bakit gustong ipaalis sa akin ni Lord yung isang job? Bakit gustong ipakwit sa akin ni Lord yung isang job na yun? Kasi kung iisipin mo, Lord, ang laki ng pera na yon. Like, it's 78,000 per month. Malaki yung maiipon ko. Yung ganong feeling ko, kaya hindi ko agad siya quinit. Kayang pigilan yung ginagawa ng Panginoon or yung urge ni Lord sa akin, sa heart ko. Hindi ko talaga kayang i-disobey si Lord during this season. So, ano yung naging turning point ko? Paano ko iniwan yung trabaho ko? So, yun nga, sabi ko, as I keep praying and searching until one day, sabi ko talaga, okay Lord, mag-o-obey na ako. I will talk to the owner and ilalatag ko sa kanya yung ano talaga yung nasa heart ko. The good thing is, yung owner talaga is a Christian. So, naiintindihan niya kung saan ako nanggagaling. Until nag-usap kami, naaalala ko pa yun, minessage ko siya, pasok na ng office. Sabi ko, pwede po ba tayo, babae yung may-ari, sabi ko, pwede po ba tayong mag-usap? May gusto po kong sabihin sa'yo. So, nag-usap kami. Nung nag-usap kami, nag-pray muna kami na parang ganito. And then, nilay down ko sa kanya yung nasa heart ko nung time na yon. And I said na parang wala akong peace in my heart, na parang babalik pa ako ng Fujairah, pupunta ako sa Dubai, and I feel like during this season, tinatawag talaga ako ni Lord to stay here in Fujairah, na hindi na magbaba-baba. And sinabi ko sa kanya na walang peace in my heart sa job na to kasi parang ayoko din maging unfair dun sa owner na parang ako yung naging dahilan bakit hindi sila makakahanap ng marketing nila, na parang half-hearted ako sa ginagawa ko na to. Kasi alam ko talaga sa sarili ko that God is really asking me to quit this job, na hindi ko maintindihan ba yung reason ng Lord kung bakit hindi. So nag-usap na kami. Noong una parang ayaw niya pa ako i-let go. So parang nagbabattle kami na, sige, try mo mag-work from home na lang ng ganitong buwan, let's see kung may result tayong magagawa. So yun talaga, so parang nag-agree na lang din ako na parang sige, gawin natin na parang let's test this for the next 1 month. So hindi ako nag-quit agad. When God is asking me to quit the job, hindi ko agad siya quinit. Alam mo yung nagbabattle pa ako kasi hindi ko talaga maintindihan na parang dumating din ako sa point na parang ito ba nasa tamang pag-iisip ba ako? Kasi guys, naiintindihan ko kayo kung sasabihin nyo, grabe, bakit mo iniwan yun? Like, nandyan ka na, nandyan na yung opportunity sa'yo, pagkakataon mo na yun to earn money, ganyan, lumakas alam yun, dumami pa yung pera, ganyan, magkapera ka pa. Pero, pinapunta ko ni Lord dito, not because of money, but during that time, nagbabattle talaga ako kasi gusto ko ng pera. Alam mo yun, masyado kasing maarte ako. Sobrang arte. Tsaka kailangan ko talaga ng pera. Gusto ko ng pera. So, during the time, sabi ko pa dun sa may-ari, sige, let's try it for a month. Tapos, naging usapan namin, hindi na ako bababa every week. Oo, yun nga, hindi na muna ako bababa every week. Tapos, mag-work from home ako or bababa ako once a month na lang para mag-shoot ng content for them. And sabi ko, sige, that's a great idea. Pero, eto na, mag-closing prayer na kami. I feel the urge in my heart na sinasabi ng Lord sa akin, that's not what I commanded you to do. I tell you, alam mo yung alam ko in my heart, patayo na kami seryoso to guys, hindi ko to in OA yan or hindi ako gumagawa-gawa ng kwento kasi para saan. Patapos na kami mag-prayer, pa-closing prayer na. Ang decision talaga is mag-work pa din ako sa kanila for the month of whole April and see kung okay ba yung magiging setup na work from home. Pero, after namin mag-pray, nagkaroon ng nudge sa heart ko na sinasabing, Lord, hindi yan yung inuutos ko sa'yo. Ang inuutos ko sa'yo, iwanan mo yung job. After namin mag-amen, sabi ko, Ma'am, I feel like God is really telling me to quit the job and not to compromise or not to make ways na mag-settle for another month. But God is really asking me to leave the job. And I was like, to be honest, isa yun sa mga hardest decision na ginawa ko kasi practicality speaking, kailangan ko talaga ng pera dito sa UAE. Karamihan ng pumunta dito is to really build themselves and magkaroon ng ipon, magkaroon ng trabaho, magkaroon ng good opportunity. And I am so blessed, guys. I am so blessed that God is aligning people in my life na yung opportunity na to be able to experience yung favor na mag-work ako. I mean, I have 2 clients. I still have my business on the side sa Pilipinas. And alam mo yun, parang grabe yung favor na parang I have my income here in UAE and I have my income in the Philippines na continuous na nagbabayad sa bills ko sa Philippines and I have money here in the UAE that will sustain me in the long run. Alam mo yun na parang yes, grabe makakapag-ipon ako nito. Talagang para pag uwi ko after 2 years or kailanman, marami akong pera. Pero yun, tinuturuan talaga ako ng Panginoon that hindi mo pwedeng i-rely yung sarili mo sa pera. So yun na nga, nung time na pinapag-give up sa akin ni Lord itong trabaho ko na to na isa, hindi ko talaga maiintindihan kasi hindi ko alam kung paano pagkakasyahin yung 2.5 na natitira for all the expenses na kailangan kong bayaran dito. But you know what I realized during the time? Ito yung reflection and encouragement ko sa listeners ko na sometimes yung opportunity na dumadating sa atin, hindi ibig sabihin it may seems good, medyo appealing man sa atin yung grabe yung favor, pero hindi lahat ng opportunity or hindi lahat ng open doors really came from God. You have to be very discerning kung itong opportunity na ba na to na binigay sa'yo ay galing kay Lord. Yes, it seemed tempting kasi nga maganda, Lord, grabe, yung open doors for me, grabe yung gagawin ko. Pero hindi lahat ng opportunity galing sa Panginoon. Sometimes it is a distraction para mapalayo ka kay Lord. Not just a job, not just an opportunity, but even a relationship na dumadating sa'yo. Sometimes, hindi siya galing kay Lord. Sometimes, itong mga opportunity na dumating will be a hindrance or magiging reason for you not to be able to be connected with God. Kaya it's so important to have a discernment and really prayed about it if that opportunity is from God. Second, the things na na-learn ko is kung para sa'yo yung isang bagay, bibigyan ka ng Lord ng peace. Kahit it seems like impossible, kahit parang pakiramdam mo hindi siya nagbe-make sense sa other people around you, pero meron kang sense ng peace sa heart mo and that's really from God. But if you don't have peace, not just sa mga trabaho, even with your relationship, kapag yung relationship mo na yun, hindi ka mapakali, parang may something wrong in this relationship, you have to pray about it. But if this opportunity or relationship ay hindi galing sa'yo, take it. Mahirap man siyang intindihin, but later on, it will make sense. Parang nung time na yun na inasa ko ng Lord na i-give up ko tong isang trabaho ko na to, hindi siya nagme-make sense sa akin. Talagang hindi siya nagme-make sense sa akin. Kaya ka, Lord, paano ako magsasurvive sa 2.5? Pero tinuruan ako ng Panginoon that the people around you, the clients that you have, hindi yan yung magiging source of income mo, but me. I am your provider. Ako ang magpo-provide sa'yo. And true enough, hindi nagkulang ang Panginoon sa buhay ko. Nababayaran ko yung bills ko, nai-enjoy ko yung buhay ko dito. Hindi siya nagkulang. Sa pera na binibigay niya sa akin, sa provision na binibigay niya sa akin, hindi siya nagkulang. And you know what I've learned through the season of surrender and obedience sa Panginoon? Nung nilet go ko na yung trabaho ko, nung nilet go ko yung isang job na yan, kahit masakit sa akin, kahit hindi ko naiintindihan sa Lord, ngayon nag-make sense siya. Kasi kung hindi ko quinit yung isang job na yon, hindi magkakaroon ng isang open opportunity for me to host a Bible study group with my friends who are working online, who are business owners. So we have our Bible study group every Wednesday na kung saan we share the Word of God. Mga freelancer friends ko na for 5 years, we are now surrendering our business to the Lord. Kung hindi ko quinit yung job ko na yon, I will never have the time to do the Bible study. Kung hindi ako nag-quit ko sa trabaho na yon, hindi ko mauumpisahan tong podcast na to. Because doing podcast, creating content for Jesus is hard talaga. Mahirap talaga siya kasi it will take too much time. Sobrang hirap din talaga. Hindi ko magagawa tong podcast na to. Hindi ko mauumpisahan yung TikTok ko where that's become a platform to really share the word of God and reach out to those people who are in the UAE and being part of our community na binibuild. Kung hindi ako nag-obey kay Lord na to, hindi mag-glorify yung pangalan ng Panginoon, giving Him the glory that He is the best provider ng buhay ko. Kung hindi ako sumunod, kung pinaniwalaan ko na pera ang magiging security ko, kung pinaniwalaan ko that having 2 jobs and getting that 78,000 pesos will satisfy me, I will never experience the provision of God in my life. It may seems like mukha akong baliw sa paningin ng iba, mukhang kahit ako, nung season na yon na pinagdadaanan ko siya, inisip ko parang wala ako sa tamang pag-iisip. Parang hindi ako normal. But as I walk sa Panginoon, as I close my eyes, ang dami ko ding pinagdaanan pang, grabe yung mga iyak moments ko sa Panginoon. But during the time na pinagdaanan ko yon, I realized that only God can give me the real satisfaction and security sa buhay. Not the money, not the jobs, not the relationship. It's only Jesus. So, ganun lang kaikli yung kwento ko sa episode 3 na to. But it is a reminder for every one of us that really have a discerning heart. Check your heart kung saan nakakling yung faith mo. Is it clinging on the money? Is it clinging on the job, the relationship na meron ka? And when God is asking you to live that relationship, live that job, surrender that money or anything that God is asking you, it may not make sense right now, but later on, after months, makikita mo that, oh, that's the reason why God wanted me to quit this job. And I am not saying na we have the same story na parang, oh, kasi ganun narinig ko, it's a sign. You really have to pray about it. You really ask God kung yun talaga yung nililid niya sa'yo. But I do believe if you have a heart like that, God will meet you where you're at. So, yun lang yung gusto kong i-share sa inyo na at some point, hindi siya magme-make sense, hindi ko naiintindihan bakit ipapagawa ni Lord yung mga ganung bagay, bakit kailangan kong ipakwit ni Lord sa akin yung isang trabaho ko. But now, it makes sense. It made sense. Everything nagigets ko na parang, kaya pala nag-make way yun para ipakita ng God sa akin, ipamulat niya sa akin that my security hindi nanggagaling sa pera. My security hindi nanggagaling sa trabaho or sa opportunity, but my security comes from God alone, that He will open a door. Eto pa, and when God opens a door, no one can shut. If that opportunity, if that job, if that relationship is really from God, kahit anong pilit mong isarado yan, kahit anong pilit isarado yan ng people around you, it will not close because God is the one who opened it. Pero kapag si Lord, hindi galing sa Lord yung opportunity na yan or yung relationship na yan, kahit gaano mo katry ipaglaban yan or itry mong i-work hard yan, kapag hindi yan galing sa Lord, mapapagod ka lang. It will definitely completely close. If you feel like you're in a season that God is asking you to quit or let go of something or someone, do it even if you don't understand, because He knows what He is doing. If this episode spoke to your heart, I'd like to hear from you. Don't forget to follow for more stories of surrender and share this with someone who's in a season of letting go. Stay tuned for my episode 4 where I will tell you about my visa. God bless you so much, and please follow me on my TikTok or YouTube channel for more details.